The worsening economic situation in Russia is fueling growing discontent among the population, including in the temporarily occupied Crimean Peninsula. Refat Chubarov, chairman of the Mejlis of the Crimean Tatar People, spoke about this during an interview with Espreso. He noted that dissatisfaction is spreading even among loyal supporters of the Kremlin. One of the key reasons is the fuel crisis. Gasoline in Crimea is now sold with coupons, while prices and utility bills continue to rise sharply. Chubarov pointed out that many residents, including those who once supported Putin, have started creating public pages and discussing the worsening economic conditions on the peninsula. I wouldn't say I'm overly optimistic about the level of public awareness in Russian society. But when living conditions become unbearable, it's entirely possible people will start rethinking their attitude toward the authorities, he said. According to Chubarov, Russia is approaching a stage where internal social tensions could intensify, driven by Western sanctions and, above all, the decisive actions of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Russia's invasion of Crimea began on February 20, 2014, during the bloodiest days of the Euromaidan Revolution, marking the start of one of the darkest chapters in Ukraine's recent history. Exploiting the chaos in Kyiv following the ouster of President Viktor Yanukovych, Moscow quickly occupied military bases and government buildings on the peninsula. In March of that year, it held a sham referendum and illegally annexed Crimea. Before the occupation, the peninsula's economy relied on trade, agriculture, manufacturing, and services. After 2014, foreign companies withdrew due to sanctions, exports plummeted, and Crimea became heavily dependent on the Russian federal budget. Russia invested in large-scale infrastructure projects like the Tavrida Highway and the $3 billion Kerch Bridge, turning the region into a showcase for propaganda. At the same time, Moscow launched various programs to encourage Russians to relocate to Crimea, offering jobs, preferential mortgage rates, and, in some cases, confiscated homes belonging to Ukrainians who refused Russian citizenship. Military personnel and state employees in occupied Crimea also receive substantially higher salaries and social benefits compared to those in civilian sectors.